everyone, this is your free mentor welcoming you all to this new series on Indian polity. In the first part of this lecture, we have already learned about the constitution, also learned about written and unwritten constitution. If you haven't watched it yet, I will suggest go and complete that first, then come to this. In this way, you can connect things properly. Trust me, connecting things will help you in better analysis. Fine. Now we will learn about our own Indian constitution. As far as Indian polity is concerned, it is mostly circled around the constitution only. If you get mastery over the constitution, then you will be an expert in this subject. Believe me. In this part, we will explore the constitution of India from every angle. So let's get started. Assume our constitution like a book. You observe a book has some format like the preface and contents section in the beginning and the appendix or annexed at the end and some other features. Just like that, our constitution is properly organized by its framers. Like the preface in a book explains briefly about the contents of the book, or you can say by reading it one can get the theme of that book. Like that, our constitution also has a part called preamble. Remember the term, preamble. Preamble of the constitution shows about the nature of our Indian state and the objective of the constitution. It also contains some values and principles. By reading it, one can have a broader understanding or can build an image of our country. Let's see what else our constitution contains. If you observe, some books are divided into some units or parts, then again subdivided into chapters. Just like that, to avoid from being a bulky one, our constitution makers has divided it into some parts, which were again subdivided into some chapters. So, what these parts and chapters contain? All the articles of the constitution are categorized under these parts and chapters. This type of categorization makes it easier to get everything at a place. Let's take an example. Under part 3, all the articles deal with only fundamental rights. And the articles given under part 4 of our constitution deal with only the directive principles of state policies and so on. We will study all these things in our respective lectures. So till now, we saw our constitution has a preamble, some parts and articles in it. Let's see what else it has. Have you seen books having annexure at the end? This annexure contains those supplementary contents which couldn't be explained or written in the subjective part. Just like that, our constitution has also some schedules. Remember the term, schedules. Schedules contain all those things in detail which couldn't be covered in the articles. Let's have an example. Article 1 of our constitution talks about the name and territory of the union. But it doesn't have the whole long list of the territories. Then where are those? All those things are mentioned in the schedule 1. So now you got some idea about the schedules? To know more about it, you can watch one of our interesting lecture made on schedules of Indian constitution. Let's take another example. The 8th schedule contains all those official languages recognized by the constitution. At present, there are 22 languages. So now you have some idea about the schedules. All of these couldn't be covered in the articles. So to avoid the constitution from being a bulky and unorganized one, they got categorized or segregated and placed in the schedule. Got it? So, till now, we saw our constitution has a preamble at the beginning and the whole constitution is divided into some parts and there are numbers of articles in it and also have some schedules. Originally, it contained a preamble, 395 articles which were again divided into 22 parts and schedules. But with time, as a result of number of amendments, presently it consists of a preamble, about 470 articles which have divided into 25 parts and 12 schedules. For your exam, remember, earlier there were only 22 parts, but currently it has 25 parts. And earlier it was having only 8 schedules, but now it has 12 schedules. We will see in detail about what these parts and schedules contain in our respective lectures. Before going ahead, if you find this lecture useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Just a click from your side can motivate me to create more interesting and informative lectures for you. Now, we will see some more features of our constitution. As we all know, Indian constitution is a written one, and due to its number of articles, it is also considered as one of the lengthiest constitution. It is so lengthy that it took around 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to complete the drafting procedure. Remember the duration it took. Questions are asked on this. If you find these numbers difficult to memorize, you can simply remember just 12 days less than 3 years. Next, you know the Constitution of India has borrowed most of its provisions from the Constitution of various other countries, also from the Government of India Act 1935. The provisions have been drawn from Constitution of Canada, Australia, Germany, France and so on. For example, fundamental rights are borrowed from the US Constitution. You know, we have single citizenship in our country. This was borrowed from none other than the British Constitution. This is one of the most important part to remember for your exam. Questions come from these particular sources of Constitution. To learn the whole list of things, you should watch our respective lecture on it. Now, can you answer a question? Is our Constitution amendable? Means, can we amend it? We have studied this much. I hope you can give it a guess. Yes, it can be amended, but with certain restrictions. Our constitution can definitely be amended, and that's to any number of times, but without changing the basic structure. Basic structure is that basic frame which holds the constitution intact. With many judicial verdicts, Supreme Court has made a list of basic structures to be followed. We will learn in details about it. So in this lecture, we learned about the Constitution of India. We learned how it has a preamble, some parts, schedules, articles. Then we learned some more features of our Constitution. I will suggest, for better understanding, watch it again. It will just take some minutes, but you will retain the things forever. If you still have any doubt regarding this topic, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get regular updates. Thank you.